What's up everyone, welcome back to my top 10 setups of the day series. Before we get started, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more of these amazing setups. First up, we've got user FurYL, who is showing off their newly completed workroom. This build gives off some super pleasant and natural vibes, making it seem like a super calm place to do some work. They've currently got a dual monitor setup with an Asus monitor and what looks to be a Samsung monitor. Whilst these monitors do look nice on their dedicated monitor shelf, I think they would look better if they were mounted to an arm. I'm a big fan of their use of plants to help keep the place lively and cozy, whilst also adding some nice pops of colour. Up next we've got this very cozy build coming from My Desk is Made of Wood. This setup really thrives when it comes to decoration. The nice assortment of wood from the various crate shelves and the desk make the room feel super cozy and natural, whilst also serving a functional purpose. The crate shelves in particular are especially adorable and provide some very unique storage solutions for the variety of vinyl records, books and knickknacks. Of course, the other obvious decoration at play here are the vast amounts of plants featured, all of which really add some nice colour to the whole build. I'm a big fan of it and I only wish that we could see more of their actual tech. Anyone who's a big fan of space should strap in for this next setup from the Dgerber. They've got a sweet triple monitor setup with 3 Asus monitors, which are mounted nicely with 2 vertical monitors and 1 horizontal monitor. Below all of these you can spot an Elgato Stream Deck, as well as a Logitech mouse and a Razer keyboard with some RGB that matches really nicely with the space theme. Speaking of the space theme, matching the wallpapers and the tapestry really help the build become immersive, and it honestly makes you feel like you're actually sitting in space. Our next setup comes from Goncalo Flex, and it's a super chic and stylish build. Here we've got just a single monitor setup, but this one features a very nice AOC monitor. Next to the monitor and the chair, we're looking at a classic and reliable Logitech mouse. On the opposite side of the desk is a PC case that we've seen very frequently in the form of a Lian Li. The wall on the left side of the build is super impressive and it was actually done by the OP themselves with lots of tape and paint. Not only does this setup have a great combination of gear, but the pegboard, wall and fun neon sign make this room seem like a great place to relax and spend some time in. At our number 6 spot is this amazingly cozy setup from a LegitBot. This minimalistic setup is rocking a dual monitor setup that looks like it's using at least one Samsung monitor for the horizontal display. On the display is the ever popular light that I'm sure you're all very familiar with at this point in the form of a BenQ light bar. For the sound, the OP is using a pair of very recognisable speakers with the adorable Creative Pebble speakers. I really like the dark tones used in this build, and the combinations between the green trees and the dark desk wood makes the whole setup seem super cozy and homey. Marking the halfway point in our list is this low-fi build from DevDuck, who just recently overhauled their setup. They're using an IKEA Skogstad dining table for their desk, which provides a really nice amount of space. Front and centre on the desk is a sweet OLED display that looks fantastic with the backlighting on the desk. For peripherals right now, we're looking at a Logitech mouse and a SteelSeries mousepad. I would love to see how this setup might look like with some extra RGB on the mouse and keyboard, but other than that, this build is absolutely fantastic. Our next setup is super red and super sweet, and it comes to us from a user named PDXBuds. In that PC down on the floor, the OP is rocking an O11D XL, an Asus Strix 3090, a Ryzen R9 5950, a Trident Z Royals 3600 CL14 RAM, and an Arctic liquid freezer. Up on the actual desk they've got some very nice peripherals with the iconic Samsung G9 ultra-wide monitor mounted on an AVLT single monitor arm desk mount, as well as a very nice JO2 keyboard. I love how vibrant the walls are in this room because they contrast really nicely with the stark whiteness of the posters and the shelves. Overall, this is an absolutely top tier setup. Next on the list is this super calming and greenery heavy build from a Dubington. They've got a nice IKEA combo desk with a mouse kit table and some nice Mickey drawers. Up on the desk is a single monitor Acer that's flanked by a set of Sanyon SW208 speakers on a custom monitor stand built by the OP themselves. Below the stand is a KBD67 Lite keyboard with a fantastic glorious Model O mouse. The greenery in this build really help elevate it, and it also meshes well with the light wood colours of the desk and the sweet pegboard. Here we've got our first neon build of the list, with this super glowy setup from SF Avix. Clearly the star of this show is that amazing Oslo view right outside of the window. Moving on to the actual gear, we're looking at a Calby desktop and a Goode desk legs that's holding up a Samsung G5 monitor with an Iglo MM100 monitor stand. The neon aesthetic is completed with the RGB SteelSeries mouse, a keyboard, and a sweet extra large mousepad. All of this is topped off with a set of amazing nanoleaf lights. To bring our list to a close, we've got this amazing pastel setup from RGNLING. They've got two monitors with a horizontal Samsung monitor and a BenQ vertical monitor. The colours in this setup are amazing, and they each complement each other incredibly well, with the pastel mint green offsetting the warm browns from the pegboard to the poster. I would love to see some more sleek monitors, but other than that, this is one of the most adorable builds that we've seen, and just looking at it makes me feel a lot more calm. And that is the end of today's list. Check out a description for a list of a lot of the gear that I've mentioned in the video. If you want to see more of these incredible setups, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe with notifications on so that you don't miss the next episode. Leave a comment down below on which setup you think should have been number 1.